From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they need.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Let's get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us will play.
Yeah, right. Too humble.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
60 by 6. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
Well, don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go sky high.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Running left, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
So here's 11, a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11, mighty. 12. God.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Burrow will throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The Bengals at 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months
you know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Howard. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Howard.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on 4th down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing after the interception. Howard. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A handoff for Warren. And some strong running. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
60 Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Ready. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. 2nd and 9 now. Completes it to Austin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Howard.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They get talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Flushed out right.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Howard.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off play action. Howard on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Down the right sideline. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Options galore here. Second and a few
11,
inches.
11, Thomas. Dot.
Here's Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding
12,
call.
12. Dot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking.
Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This is Brown going up the middle, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11, MT, Tate. 11, Dot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
11 MT. Here we go. 11 MT. Dot.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown,
54 yards.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
We're good.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now it's Burrow. They still can't get him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Let's get set. 11. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send Austin in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Howard.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Back to throw again.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
taking it in.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
On the give, it's Warren.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
11,
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection.
11,
Burrow
11,
to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
11, Thomas. Dot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback.
Off line, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.